Hello everyone, this is my channel, Chinese Animation Xian. Today we're not talking about anything else. Let's dig deep into the core of our cultivation against fate. Wang Lin. Whether you're an old fan who's kept up with the latest episodes, or a new friend who just joined and was captivated by Wang Lin's ruthlessness, this episode will definitely let you understand Wang Lin's growth, personality, and the direction of the upcoming plot clearly and thoroughly. Let's start with Wang Lin's growth experience. Do you remember what Wang Lin was like at the beginning of the A9? He was just an ordinary teenager, born in a small mountain village of the Dayan dynasty. He had mixed spiritual roots and mediocre talent. In the world of cultivation, he was the lowest and most inconspicuous kind, let alone changing his fate against the heavens. Even surviving was a problem. At that time, Wang Lin had no grand aspirations or powerful backers. The reason he wanted to cultivate was very simple: to cure his parents' illnesses, to let his family live a better life, and to no longer be looked down upon and bullied by relatives. Let's look back at the first few episodes of the anime. With the help of his fourth uncle, Wang Zhu, Wang Lin initially obtained a place as a disciple of the Hengyue sect. He thought this was the art of changing his fate, but after arriving at the Hengyue sect, he was directly sent back because of his poor talent. After returning to the village, he was also ridiculed and humiliated by those snobbish relatives who said he was overestimating himself and that he was not cut out for cultivation at all. For an ordinary person, they might have given up completely at this point, thinking that this was how their life would be, living a stable life as a mortal and muddling through. But Wang Lin was different. He had an unyielding spirit in his bones, a tenacity of refusing to accept fate. The more others looked down on him, the more he wanted to prove himself. So, ignoring his family's dissuasion, he set off for the Hengyue sect alone on foot. Although the anime didn't elaborate on the hardships of this journey, we can imagine a teenager in his teens, without cultivation, without food, sleeping in the open and eating rough food along the way. When encountering monsters, he could only run for his life. When encountering villains, he could only swallow his anger. That end of despair and loneliness is not something ordinary people can bear. But Wang Lin endured it all. He had only one thought in his mind: I want to cultivate, I want to become strong. I can't be looked down upon. I want to protect my family. The real turning point came when he exceeded until he fell off a cliff on his way to the Hengyue sect and entered a mysterious cave. There, he obtained the treasure that would change his life forever, the Tiani Pearl. At first glance in the anime, this pearl seemed ordinary, even a bit inconspicuous, but who would have thought that it would become Wang Lin's greatest reliance on his path of defying heaven in the future. It not only contained the residual soul of Sichuan, but also could accelerate the absorption of spiritual energy, evolve a small world, and even save Wang Lin from danger at critical moments. After obtaining the Tiani Pearl, Wang Lin did not make it public, but chose to hide this secret silently, because he knew that present black what like without enough strength, owning such a treasure would only lead to death. So, he began his cultivation path as a registered disciple of the Hengyue sect, carrying water and doing odd jobs every day. He seemed exhausted, but in fact, he was secretly cultivating with the help of the Tiani Pearl. There's a detail in the anime that I don't know if you noticed. Wang Lin carried water every day for 10 years. Obviously, he could use the Tiani Pearl to relieve fatigue, but he deliberately pretended to be exhausted too. Avoid being suspected by others. This kind of forbearance is really invaluable for a teenager in his teens. At that time, Wang Lin's cultivation progressed slowly. He endured the exclusion and ridicule of his fellow disciples every day. The core disciples of the Hengyue sect did not take him serious. Lie at all. and even often bullied and made things difficult for him. But Wang Lin never complained. R acted impulsively. He knew that he did not have the strength to compete with others at that time, and forbearance was the best choice. He turned all his grievances and unwillingness into motivation. For cultivation. Every day in the dream space of the Tiani Pearl, he cultivated diligently and monotonously, day after day, year after year. With his firm belief, he finally broke through to the first level of condensing qi, completed the transformation of his body, and truly felt the existence of heaven and earth spiritual energy. Everyone can imagine that kind of monotonous cultivation, day after day, without any fun or company, and even not knowing when he would break through. If it were us, we might have given up after a few days, but Wang Lin persisted. This was the first step of his growth, learning to forbear, learning to persist, and learning to find hope in despair. As his cultivation gradually improved, Wang Lin began to stand out in the Heng Yue sect. In the outer sect competition, he defeated his peers, relied on the help of the Tiani Pearl and his own hard cultivation, then fought his way through, and finally obtained the key training of the sect. From an inconspicuous, registered disciple, he slowly became a core disciple of the Heng Yue sect. At this time, Wang Lin was no longer the timid and bullied teenager. He had strength and confidence, but he did not become complacent. Instead, he became more cautious and low-key, because he knew that the path of cultivation was full of dangers, and a single mistake could lead to eternal destruction. But the good times didn't last long. The fall of the Heng Yue sect became the first major blow on Wang Lin's growth path and a key turning point in his character. In the anime, the Heng Yue sect was invaded by powerful enemies, and countless people in the sect were killed or injured. Many of Wang Lin's masters and fellow disciples died in this catastrophe, and he barely escaped with all his strength. This catastrophe made Wang Lin fully understand that here is no so-called warmth in the world of cultivation, only the law of the jungle. Only by being wrong enough can he protect the people he wants to protect and not be slaughtered arbitrarily by others. After escaping from the Heng Yue sect, Wang Lin became taciturn, and his eyes were filled with coldness and determination. He was no longer the teenager who cultivated only to cure his parents. He had an extra sense of hatred and responsibility. He wanted to become strong, take revenge, and make those who destroyed the Heng Yue sect and hurt his relatives and friends pay the price. At this time, he became decisive in killing, no longer showing mercy, because he knew that kindness to the enemy is cruelty to himself. Later, Wang Lin went down the mountain to find his family and reunite with his parents, whom he had not seen for 5 years. This family affection became a ray of warmth deeped in his cold heart. But he also knew that his path of cultivation was destined to be lonely, and would surely bring danger to his family, so he did not stay with his parents for a long time. After settling his family down, he continued his path of cultivation. He wanted to become strong as soon as possible, strong enough to protect his family, and strong enough to take revenge. In the subsequent plot, Wang Lin was trapped in the Xian sect, which was another important turning point in his growth. In the Xian sect, he experienced countless hardships and trials, was framed, chased and killed, and was on the verge of death several times. But with his own wisdom, forbearance, and the help of the Tiani Pearl, he escaped death again and again. Instead of being defeated, he obtained the inheritance of the ancient god's memory in despair, cultivated the ancient god art, and transformed into a third-generation ancient god. His physical body became comparable to a magic weapon, and his divine power even crushed monks of the same level. Everyone can see from the anime how difficult Wang Lin's days in the Xian sect were. He was locked in a dark and damp dungeon, tortured endlessly, but he never gave up the hope of life or cultivation. He used all available resources to silently improve his strength, laid out plans secretly, and waited for the opportunity to fight back. In the end, he successfully escaped from the Xian sect, and his strength increased greatly. At this time, Wang Lin was no longer the teenager who needed to rely on the sect and hide himself. He had grown into a strong man who could stand alone and gain a foothold in the world of cultivation. What really sublimated Wang Lin's Dao heart and personality was his encounter and mutual understanding with Li Muan. Li Muan was a top alchemy master, gentle, kind, and tenacious. She was a ray of light in Wang Lin's cold life and his lifelong obsession. In the anime, the encounter between Wang Lin and Li Muan was full of chance. They experienced life and death together, faced countless dangers together, and their feelings gradually deepened through repeated hardships. But fate always seemed to tease Wang Lin. Li Muan's lifespan was exhausted and she finally died. His became an eternal pain in Wang Lin's heart and his lifelong obsession to cross reincarnation and bring her back to life against the heavens. Li Muan's death made Wang Lin fully understand what success and cherishing are, and also made his Dao heart more firm. He wanted to change his fate against the heavens, not only to take revenge, but also to resurrect Li Muan and stay with his beloved forever. From then on, Wang Lin's path of cultivation had a clear goal: resurrecting Li Muan. For this he spared no effort, traveled all over the heavens and worlds to find a way to resurrect Li Muan. He experienced countless life and death trials, witnessed countless conspiracies and tricks, made many like-minded friends such as Situnan and Xie, and also made many enemies. In this process, Wang Lin's cultivation continued to break through from Jiadan, Yuanying, Yingbian, Wending, to Suini, Queenie, and later Yue Tianzun Tatian realm. Step by step, he grew from an ordinary teenager with mediocre talent to the recognized strongest in the Nishan realm. But his growth was not only a breakthrough in cultivation, but also an all-round transformation in state of mind, emotions, and wisdom. For example, in the 130th episode, The Final Battle of the Monster Spirit Land arc, Wang Lin's performance perfectly showed his growth. Faced with Tanlang's conspiracy and the Reat of the primordial thunder dragon, Wang Lin did not fight head-on but chose to outwit. He absorbed the origin of the primordial thunder dragon in a food-eating style, completely transforming his ancient god body. His cultivation stabilized at the Wending realm, his combat power was close to that of a Yingshu monk, and he also easily obtained the Qinglin Immorta Lao LL Mansion token, laying the foundation for his subsequent journey to the Luotian star domain and erecting Li Muan. At this time, Wang Lin was no longer the monk who only knew how to forbear and fight desperately. He became more calm and wise, knowing how to assess the situation, make plans, and achieve the best results in the most effortless way. After talking about Wang Lin's growth experience, let's talk about his personality charm. The reason why everyone likes Wang Lin is not only because his path of defying heaven is exciting, but also because his personality is three-dimensional and real. He is not a perfect protagonist. He has flaws, struggles, and confusion, but he always adheres to his bottom line and maintains his original intention. First of all, the most attractive thing about Wang Lin is his defiance. What is defiance? Defiance is refusing to accept fate, defying heaven, earth, and people, never bowing in despair, and never compromising in the face of power. Wang Lin's life is a history of defying heaven. He grew from an ordinary teenager to the peak step by step, and every step was against the heavens. He did not believe in the arrangement of fate or accept the restraint of heaven. When others said he had talent and could not achieve great things, he proved himself with strength. When others said he was born humble and unworthy of powerful strength, he broke the prejudice with actions. When heaven wanted to take away his beloved, he changed his fate against the heavens and crossed reincarnation to bring her back to life. This tenacity of my fate is mine, not heaven's, and this determination of defying heaven without regret, even if I die, are exactly what make Wang Lin the most charming. Secondly, the sharp contrast between Wang Lin's decisive gay and his loyalty and righteousness makes his personality more three-dimensional. Many people call Anglin, the devil king Wang, or god of plague, because he strikes ruthlessly and never shows mercy to enemies, threats, or those who block his path. As long as someone hurts his relatives and friends, or hinders him from resurrecting Li Muan, he will show no mercy and eliminate the root cause. For example, in the anime, Du Jian framed Wang Lin. After being caught by Wang Lin did not spare his life. Instead, he first helped him break through to the Wending realm, then used the method left by Emperor Qinglin to refine him into a loyal and powerful Yingshu immortal guard. This not only avenged his revenge, but also gained a top helper. This ruthlessness made many people fear him. But Wang Lin's ruthlessness is only for his enemies, for his relatives and friends. He is extremely gentle and righteous, a truly loyal and righteous person. He regarded Situ Nan as his benefactor. Situ Nan once guided him in cultivation and helped him many times in danger. Wang Lin always remembered this kindness, even when Situ Nan fell into a deep sleep and rescuing him required a huge price. He never gave up and finally took the risk to help him regain his sanity. He accepted Xe Qing as his registered disciple, not only passing on his cultivation insights, but also protecting him in danger, treating everyone who treated him sincerely with sincerity. What best reflects Wang Lin's loyalty and righteousness is his deep love for Li Muan. After Li Muan's death, Wang Lin's world only had one goal: resurrecting her. For this goal, he gave up everything, traveled all over the heavens and worlds, and experienced countless hardships. Even as time passed and reincarnation alternated, his longing and obsession for Li Muan never faded. He could turn against the whole world for Li Muan. He could give up his cultivation for Li Muan. He could cross life and death for Li Muan. This undying deep love has moved countless fellow cultivators. In addition, Wang Lin's forbearance and tenacity are also extremely admirable. His path of cultivation was never smooth. He experienced exclusion, ridicule, framing, and pursuit. The death of relatives and his beloved, and countless life and death trials. He was on the verge of death several times and even fell into despair. But he never gave up. Even when he was locked in a dungeon and tortured, even when he was beaten to pieces by powerful enemies, even when everyone looked down on him, he always adhered to his beliefs, endured silently, worked hard silently, and gradually improved his strength, waiting for the opportunity to fight back. Wang Lin's wisdom and caution are also important parts of his personality charm. The world of cultivation is full of dangers and constant conspiracies. A single mistake can lead to eternal destruct. Wang Lin understood this from the beginning, so he always maintained a cautious attitude, never easily trusting others, and never revealing his trump card. He was good at making plans, observing people's hearts, and using all available resources. Whether facing the enemy's conspiracy or a complex situation, he could respond calmly and make overall plans. For example, in the early days at the Hengyue sect, he hid the secret of the Tiani pearl to avoid being coveted. During his mortal transformation, he placed his memories in wood carvings, which actually contained spiritual energy, and responded calmly when mistakenly recognized as a weapon. Facing Tanlang's conspiracy, he made plans in advance, finally successfully counterattack. Eden obtained the Immortal Mansion token. This wisdom and caution allowed him to escape danger in and again in the world of cultivation and step by step towards the peak. In addition, Wang Lin's sense of responsibility is also very touching, from initially cultivating only for his family, to later taking revenge for the Hengyue sect, resurrecting Li Muan, and then becoming the guardian of the Zhuke star, caring about the Tuas in crisis, and leading the monks in the realm to resist the invasion from outside the realm. His responsibility gradually grew and his pattern gradually improved. He was no longer the teenager who only lived for himself. He began to learn to take responsibility, learn to protect the people he wanted to protect, and learn to care about the safety of the entire cultivation world. For example, after becoming the Zhuke Holy Emperor, he cared about the Tuos in crisis and planned to use the Grar Eat of the world to deal with the threat. When he encountered the danger of heavenly venerate Haizi in Shanghai Prefecture, he gave up escaping and chose to save him, saying frankly that having a clear our conscience is the foundation of defying heaven. This sense of responsibility made Wang Lin's image taller and his personality more charming. Everyone, this is Wang Lin. He is ruthless and decisive, yet gentle and righteous. He is forbearing and tenacious, yet confident and bold. He is wise and cautious, yet loyal and righteous. He has flaws, struggles, and confusion, but he always adheres to his original intention, always moves forward towards his goals, and never looks back on the path of defying heaven. How can such a three-dimensional, real and flesh and blood protagonist not be liked and admired? After talking about Wang Lin's growth experience and personality charm, the next topic that all of us fellow cultivators are most concerned about is the direction of the U.S. subsequent plot of the Xian Ni anime. Combining the content already broadcast in the anime, the trailers and filing information released by the official, and the core context of the original novel, today we will talk in detail about the exciting highlights of the upcoming plot and the new challenges and opportunities Wang Lin will encounter on his path of defying heaven. First of all, judging from the latest plot, the 130th episode has ended the Monster Spirit Land arc. Wang Lin orbed the thunder and obtained the token. His cultivation broke through to the Wending realm, and he held the Qinglin Immortal Mansion token. The next step is definitely to go to the Luotian Saint, our domain. This can also be confirmed from the trailer of the 131st episode. The Luotian Star Domain is an important stage on Wang Lin's path of defying heaven and a key place for him to resurrect Li Muwan. The subsequent plot will definitely revolve around the Luotian Star Domain and start a new cheech. According to the trailer of the 131st episode, the subsequent plot will have three major reversals, each of which is shocking enough. The first reversal is that Tianyunzi's hypocritical mask is torn off. As we all know in the previous plot, Tianyunzi has always appeared as a righteous master, who imparts knowledge and gives Wang Lin a lot of guidance. Many fellow cultivators thought he was a noble person on Wang Lin's path of cultivation. But the trailer shows that Wang Lin caught Du Jian, one of the 7 sons of Tianyun. After intense questioning, Du Jian revealed a shocking secret. Tianyunzi is not a righteous master at all, but a devil who survives by devouring the cultivation and soul of his disciples. He even personally swallowed his fellow disciple Sun Yun alive back then. In fact, there were many foreshadowings in the previous plot that implied that Tianyunzi was not Memple. His care for Wang Lin always had a hint of calculation. It turned out that from the beginning, he regarded Wang Lin as his next meal, wanting to devour Wang Lin's cultivation and soul to rove his own strength. This reversal completely subverted the cognition of many fellow cultivators. Next, Wang Lin will definitely turn against Tianyunzi completely, and a life-and-death battle is inevitable. This battle will also become another important test on Wang Lin's growth path, not only a test of strength, but also a contest of Dao heart and wisdom. The second reversal is that Wang Lin is ruthless to the end and refines Du Jian into a Yinshu Immorta. Elgard, Du Jian was originally a traitor who framed Wang Lin. After being beaten by Wang Lin, he survived by betraying Tianyunzi's secret, thinking that Wang Lin would spare his life. But our protagonist who defies fate is never merciful, since he is useless to keep. It's better to refine him into his own trump card. The trailer shows that Wang Lin first helped Du Jian break through to the Wending realm, then used the method left by Emperor Qinglin to refine him into an immortal guard whose physical strength is comparable to that of a Yingshu monk, loyal and powerful. This operation not only avenged his revenge, but also gained a top helper, which once again showed Wang Lin's ruthlessness and wisdom. Next, this Yingshu immortal guard will definitely play an important role in Wang Lin's subsequent adventures. The third reversal is that the return of the primordial thunder dragon hides a foreshadowing, and the Jufu sword is actually an immortal artifact. After Wang Lin absorbed the primordial thunder dragon in the 130th episode, The trailer also exposed the famous scene of the thunder dragon returning to its body. Wang Lin was surrounded by thunder power, like the god of thunder descending. His combat power soared, and he also unlocked the Thunder Law, which laid a key foreshadowing for his subsequent adventure, Nen, the Luotian star domain, and the Jufu sword, which has always been teased by everyone as a local tyrant gold iron lump, is actually a legacy of the ancient Rain Immortal realm. It contains the immortal sword soul and hides the forbidden secret technique Zan Luo Jue, which can directly tear the Luotian rules and can be called Wang Lin's invisible cheat. Who will have thought that this seemingly exaggerated sword is actually the key to opening the passage to Tai He Luotian's star domain? It has to be said that the foreshadowings in Xian Ni are deeply buried. In addition to these three major reversals, there are many other anticipated details in the 131st episode. For example, after Chen Long and others surrendered to Wang Lin easily took control of the power of the Daluo sword sect. Will it become Wang Lin's helper in the Luotian star domain in the future? As a sword spirit, will Zhou Yi's homologous induction with the Jufu sword unlock new combat power? And how many secrets are hidden behind the Qinglin Immortal Mansion token's inheritance from Emperor Qinglin? These suspense will probably be slowly revealed in the 131st episode. Everyone must wait for the update. It will definitely not disappoint you. Looking further ahead, according to the official filing information, Xian Ni Annual Season 3, that is the 4th season, corresponding to episodes 129 to 180 of the anime, will include 4 major arcs. These 4 arcs are also key stages in Wang Lin's growth, mainly focusing on second mortal transformation and settle in karmic debts. It has both warmth and dominance and is very worth looking forward to. The first arc is Thousand Illusions Without Mercy, which mainly explains the ending of Lu Mei and the birth of Wang Ping. After Lu Mei left the Juche star, she was taken as a disciple by Huan Wuqing of Qi, Anhuan star in the Luotian star domain, but in fact, she was used by Huan Wuqing for cultivation. And Wuqing forcibly improved Lu Mei's cultivation, but Lu Mei was still no match for Wang Lin. Wang Lin will take back the resentful baby that Lu Mei refined into and rename him Wang Ping, meaning a safe life. In the end, to take revenge, Lu Mei voluntarily let herself be devoured by Hu and Wuqing, but Huan Wuqing was eventually killed by the scattered devil Wang Lin brought back from He Monster's spirit land. Wang Lin also obtained the antidote to resolve the baby's resentment and salve Wang Ping. This arc will reveal the final ending of Lu Mei and also lead to Wang Lin's side as a father, laying the foundation for the subsequent second mortal transformation. The second arc is Reem Dao Mortal Transformation, which is one of the highlights of Annual Season 3 and a key to Wang Lin's Dao Heart breakthrough. Wang Lin will take Wang Ping and Sun Tai from the Xian sect, who broken his Dao heart and become an ordinary old man, to live in seclusion in Loyue village on Ran Yun Star, transforming into a mortal and experiencing the mortal life. During this period of seclusion, there will be many warm moments, such as Sun Tai's lifespan coming to an end and passing away and Wang Ping is 16 years old, with Wang Ping personally carving a tombstone for him. Wang Lin accompanying Wang Ping to grow up and experiencing the joys and sorrows of mortals. Through this mortal transformation, Wang Lin will also deeply comprehend the life of mortals, understand the true meaning of life and death reincarnation, and lay a solid foundation for his subsequent Dao Heart breakthrough. The third arc is Deep Father-Son Love, which mainly tells the growth of Wang Ping and the truth. Wang Lin will spend 8 years traveling Aro and Ranyan Star with Wang Ping. When Wang Ping grows up, he wants to cultivate but is refused by Wan Guilin, so he decides to go out and wander alone. Later, Wang Ping establishes the Tianxing sect in He Mortal World, finally unifies Ranyan Star, establishes the Tianxing Empire, and becomes an emperor. It is not until Wang Ping is 73 years old that envoys from the Thunder Imo Artao Palace attack. Wang Lin appears to save him, and at this time Wang Ping learns the truth. He as originally formed by two-sword Qi and was supposed to be dead. It was his father Wang Lin who gave him a lifetime of reincarnation. In the end, Wang Lin will put Wang Ping into the Tiani Pearl too. Let him accompany Li Muan, whom Wang Lin regards as his mother. This arc is full of warmth and emotion, and also makes Wang Lin's image more plump, allowing us to see the gentle and delicate side of this decisive devil king. The fourth arc is karmic reincarnation, which mainly tells about Wang Lin mending the Tiani star and settling past karmic debts. After ending his mortal transformation, Wang Lin will return to the Zhuke star to repay debts and settle karmic debts. He will subdue Leiji, the ancestor of the giant demon clan, as his mount to enhance his strength. He will return to the Wang family imperial city and promise not to interfere in the mortal dynasty. Again, settling his karmic debts with the mortal world, he will give immortal jade as compensation to the Yuntian sect, Huofen country, Zhou Wutai and others to resolve past grievances. The climax of this arc is that Wang Lin, to make up for the Zhuke star, which suffered from spiritual energy loss due to the opening of the ancient god's land, extracts the star souls of 7 planets to supply the Zhuke star, making it regain vitality. At this point, Wang Lin's karmic debts with the Zhuke star are complete. Lie settled, laying the foundation for his future cultivation of the Tao of karmic reincarnation. The C4 arcs are a key period for Wang Lin to transition from the early stage of cultivating demons. By killing people and seizing treasures to the understanding of the deeper Great Tao, the product, Qian has also clearly stated that they will retain the core framework of the original novel and will not modify Wang Ping's plot arbitrarily. So everyone can rest assured that this part of the play will definitely be very exciting. In addition to these 4 arcs, the subsequent plot will also evolve around Wang Lin's journey to the Luotian star domain and his search for a way to resurrect Li Muan. The Luotian star domain is a broader and more dangerous cultivation world than the Zhuke Saint. There are stronger monks, more complex forces, more mysterious opportunities, and more conspiracies and dangers. Wang Lin will enter the Luotian star domain under an alias and become a Purple Series disciple. There, he will meet new friends and new enemies, experience more life and death trials, gain more opportunities, and gradually improve his strength. In the Luotian star domain, there is another important plot, the Immortal Sealing Battle, the Sealing Battle is a major event in the Luotian star domain, where powerful figures from all walks of life gather to compete for the position of sealed immortal. Wang Lin will also participate in it. With his thunderous methods, he will fight against all heroes and finally be named the Gemping Thunder Mortal of Luotian, mastering the powerful Thunder Law. This battle will be an important display of Wang Lin's strength and will allow him to gain a firm foothold in the Luotian star domain and become a powerful figure. Later, the plot will enter the Sealed Realm battle stage. The Sealed Realm battle is the climax of the Xian plot. The conflict between the inside and outside of the realm breaks out completely, and Wang Lin will create the Lumo avatar. The Lumo avatar is formed by the fusion of Wang Lin's 2 origins, killing and annihilation, and also incorporates thunder, prohibition, primal origin, and Rakshasa soul. Its strength is far beyond that of ordinary avatars, reaching the half-step Taishan realm. This avatar has independent consciousness, not only carrying Wang Lin's obsession with Li Muan, but also shuttling through time and space for projections during the Sealed Realm battle, both participating in the battle and laying clues for the subsequent revelation of the truth of reincarnation. As for Wang Lin himself, he will gather people's hearts as the Lord of the Sealed Realm, lead the monks in the realm to resist the invasion from outside the realm, and protect everything he wants to protect. After the Sealed Realm battle, Wang Lin will continue to travel all over the heavens and worlds to find a way to resurrect Li Muan. In this process, he will comprehend the truth of heaven, penetrate the origin of reincarnation, and his cultivation will continue to break through. Finally, he will surpass the third step Kongji realm, able to destroy life with a wave of his palm and Iya, silently kill third step powerhouses. Later, he will cross the 9 bridges of Xian, break through to the 4th step Xian realm, become the recognized strongest in the Nishan realm, create his own Tao of reincarnation, and comprehend various origins such as thunder and fire. The final ending of the plot will definitely be that Wang Lin sacrifices the origin of the Nishan realm to successfully resurrect Li Muan, fulfilling his lifelong wish. When Li Muan wakes up again and say, as the man who has gone through countless hardships and crossed life and death to resurrect her, that kind of emotion and warmth will definitely move every fellow cultivator. And Wang Lin can finally let go of his obsession, live the rest of his life hand in hand with his beloved, and end his life of defying heaven. Of course, in addition to these main plots, there are many details and foreshadowings in the subsequent plot that are worth looking forward to. For example, the ultimate secret of the Tiani Pearl. Where does it come from, and what other powerful functions does it have? How many surprises are hidden in the inheritance of Emperor Qinglin? What role will Wang Lin's various avatars play in the subsequent plot? What will happen to those who have been helped or hurt by Wang Lin in the future? These suspense will be revealed one by one in the subsequent plot. Everyone, the subsequent plot of the Xian Ni anime is full of climaxes and exciting points. There are both the life and death battle between Wang Lin and Tian Yunzi, and the warm moments of Wang Lin as a father. There are both the exciting sealed immortal battle and sealed realm battle, and Wang Lin's deep persistence in searching for Li Muan. There are both the lofty aspirations of changing fate against the heavens and the life insights of karmic reincarnation. Wang Lin's path of defying heaven is still continuing. His growth is still continuing. And his story is still continuing. In addition, according to the official filing information, there is still a lot of follow-up content for the Xian Ni anime. After annual season 3, there will be more arcs and more exciting plots. Wang Lin's path of defying heaven is still long, and we have a lot of excitement to look forward to together. As fellow cultivators, all we can do is wait patiently for updates, support silently, and witness Wang Lin's growth, his defiance of fate, and his reunion with Li Muan together. Wang Lin's growth is a history of defying heaven from mediocrity to the peak, from forbearance to strength, and from confusion to firmness. Every step of his growth is accompanied by blood and tears, and every transformation is inseparable from his forbearance, tenacity, wisdom, and loyalty. His personality charm lies in his authenticity, three-dimensionality, determination, and deep love. He is not a perfect protagonist, but he is the most touching and admirable one. The subsequent plot of the Xian Ni anime will revolve around core content such as the Luo Tian Star Domain, the second mortal transformation, the sealed immortal battle, and the sealed realm battle. There are both exciting plots with constant reversals, warm and touching moments, exciting battle scenes, and profound insights into the Tao heart. I believe that in the subsequent plot, Wang Lin will bring us more surprises, and the Xian Ni anime will continue to write the legend of defying fate. Everyone, today's chat is coming to an end. What do you think about Wang Lin's growth, personality, and the subsequent plot? Which highlight of the subsequent plot are you most looking forward to? Is it the life and death battle between Wang Lin and Tian Yunzi, or the reunion of Wang Lin and Li Muan? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area. Let's keep updating together and witness Wang Lin's path of defying heaven. See you next time. Bye.